Welcome to my new video lecture. This is Neeraj Motwani. This video is part 3rd of the topic Lines and Angles of class 9th. If you have not seen part 1 and part 2, so I would suggest that first see part 1 in which we have discussed about some basic terminologies, and in part 2 axiom 6.1, axiom 6.2 and theorem 6.1. Afterward come to the part 3. Parallel lines and a transversal. Recall that a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal, isn't it? In the figure, line L intersects line M and N at points P and Q respectively, isn't it? Therefore, line L is a transversal for lines M and N. Observe that four angles are formed at each of the points P and Q. At P, you can see angle 1, 2, 3, 4, and at Q, you can see angle 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't get confused that transversal is always comes with parallel lines. Okay, make a note of it. Now at point P, four angles are formed: angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And at point Q, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7 and angle 8. Now we will talk about exterior angles. An angle formed by a transversal as it cuts one of two lines and situated on the outside of the line. According to the definition, exterior angles in our figure are angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. Similarly, when we talk about interior angles, any of the four angles formed in the area between a pair of parallel lines when a third line cuts them. According to our figure, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. Got it? Next in the row is corresponding angles. So what do you mean by corresponding angles? Any pair of angles each of which is on the same side of one of the two lines cut by a transversal and on the same side of the transversal. In our figure, angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. Now next is alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are a pair of angles on the inner side of each of those two lines but on opposite sides of the transversal. According to our figure, angle 4 and angle 6 and angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. Next is alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are a pair of angles on the outer side of each of those two lines but on opposite sides of the transversal. In our figure, angle 1 and angle 7 and angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles. Next is interior angles on the same side of transversal, also known as co-interior angles. The pair of angles on one side of transversal but inside the two lines are called co-interior angles. In our figure, angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 3 and angle 6 are called co-interior angles. We have already discussed axiom 6.1 and axiom 6.2 in our part 2. Now moving towards the axiom 6.3. This axiom is based on corresponding angles axiom. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. That is, two parallel lines AB and CD are intersected by a transversal PS, which is intersecting CD at point Q and AB at point R. Then according to axiom, angle 1 is equals to angle 5, angle 2 is equals to angle 6, angle 4 is equals to angle 8, and angle 3 is equals to angle 7. Next in the row is axiom 6.4. It is converse of axiom 6.3. It says that if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal. Now it is given that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Fine. Two lines AB and CD are intersected by a line PS, and if angle 1 is equals to angle 5, angle 2 is equals to angle 6, angle 4 is equals to angle 8, and angle 3 is equals to angle 7, then axiom says that the two lines AB and CD are parallel. Now based on the above axioms, theorem 6.2, statement of theorem. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. This we need to prove. So given we have two lines AB and CD which are parallel to each other and a transversal PS intersecting AB at point Q and CD at point R. We need to prove that angle BQR is equals to angle QRC, or angle AQR is equals to angle QRD. Starting with the proof, by corresponding angle axiom, what we have? That if the two lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal, isn't it? So closely observe in our figure, angle PQA is equals to angle QRC, isn't it? But at the same time, angle PQA is also equals to angle BQR. Both are vertically opposite angles, isn't it? Now, from the above two equations, when we equate, we get angle BQR equals to angle QRC. Similarly, we can prove that angle AQR is equals to angle QRD. And hence alternate interior angles are equal. Now coming to theorem 6.3. This theorem is converse of theorem 6.2. It says that if a transversal intersect two lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. Here it is given that alternate interior angles are equal and we need to prove that the two lines are parallel. So in the given segment, angle BQR is equals to QRC and angle AQR is equals to QRD, and we need to prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. Now proof of theorem 6.3. Angle BQR is equals to angle QRC. It is given. But angle BQR is equals to angle PQA. Why so? Both are vertically opposite angles. So from the above two equations, what we get is angle PQA is equals to angle QRC. Now, by converse of corresponding angle axiom, if corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So here, angle PQA and angle QRC forming a pair of corresponding angles gives that line AB is parallel to CD, hence proof. Now coming to theorem 6.4, it says that If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Okay, so we are given that two lines AB and CD which are parallel to each other and a transversal PS intersecting AB at point Q and CD at point R. We need to prove that angle BQR plus angle QRD equals to 180 degree and angle AQR plus angle QRC is also equals to 180 degree. Now proof of theorem 6.4. Angle PQA is equals to angle QRC. It is given. How? The two lines AB and CD are parallel. So corresponding angles will be equal. So here PQA and QRC are corresponding angles. That's why they are equal. At the same time, angle PQA plus angle AQR is equals to 180 degree, forming a linear pair. Substituting value of PQA in equation number 2. What we will get? Angle QRC plus angle AQR equals to 180 degree, or we can write it as angle AQR plus QRC equals to 180 degree, and that what we need to prove. Similarly, we can also prove for angle BQR plus angle QRD is also equals to 180 degree. Now theorem 6.5. It's a converse of theorem 6.4. According to the statement of theorem 6.5, if a transversal intersect two lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal is supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. Now here it is given that angle BQR plus QRD equals to 180 degree. 180 degree supplementary, and angle AQR plus QRC is equals to 180 degree, and we need to prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. Now in the proof, angle AQR plus angle QRC is equals to 180 degree. It is given, but angle PQA plus AQR is equals to 180 degree, linear pair. Subtracting above two equations, we get angle QRC is equals to angle PQA. So by converse of corresponding angle axiom, the two lines AB and CD are parallel, because converse of corresponding angle axiom says that if corresponding angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. And here angle PQA is equals to angle QRC, forming a pair of corresponding angles, and hence line AB is parallel to CD. Thank you. For any query you can contact me at my mail ID. Thank you very much.